All right, simmer down, simmer down. Now, Duffy, the title of the essay I said to you was my favourite hobby, right?
Right.
I should have known better, shouldn't I?
How can I help it if my favourite hobby's pulling birds?
Now, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against the male-female relationship. It's just that I object to the way in which you write about it in a manner only to get cheap laughs and cause embarrassment.
You're not embarrassed, are you?
Oh, no, of course I'm not embarrassed.
You look embarrassed.
Well, I'm not. I've always said that I'm willing to discuss any subject with you, including pulling a male-female relationship.
What? Like now?
Well, I hardly think this is
photos, windy.
all right. But in an adult manner. Now, if it's going to be sex, let's have it in the open. All right. Now, has anybody got a sensible question to ask me? Yes, Craven.
Do you believe in what they call premarital relationships, sir?
No, I don't.
Why not?
You know as well as I do, why not?
What? Do you mean it's too risky?
No. That's not what I mean at all.
Please, sir. What are pre-marital relationships?
Well, Dunstable, when a man and woman who are not yet married decide to,
Shack up together.
Yes. Well, Duffy will explain the whole thing during the lunch break, I'm sure.
You're talking about love, aren't you, sir?
Yes, Maureen. Yes, I am.
Oh.
Well, what if you was really mad on some tart girl then, and you couldn't get married for, say, 5 years? What would you do then?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Well, without going into some long chat about cold showers and football, I would get her to, no, well, I would ask her. Yes, Mr. Potter. Mr. Hedges.
I have now reached £240 per square inch, and the needles on my gauge is quivering.
Perhaps you frightened them.
Thus indicating that I have a blockage in my fluid flow, which, need I add, is traceable to this room, you see. It's traceable.
Yes, well, look, I'm in the middle of some lesson. Couldn't you do this some other time?
No, not unless you want water squirting all over the place. This is emergency administration, this, you see.
It's a noisy emergency administration.
Unavoidable noisy emergency administration.
All right, carry on. Now, look, where were we?
He was telling us all about premarital relationships.
Filth.
No, I wasn't telling you all about it. I was telling you what I would do about it.
Pervert it.
Or rather, what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't. I mean, one simply shouldn't go up to a girl with your apparent single-mindedness and ask her... Right, Mr. Potter, let me know when you strike oil, will you? Look, I've got to go and see the headmaster, so carry on discussing what we were discussing.
Right.
Second thoughts, don't do that. Just have a look at the essays I marked for you.
Here, listen. I wouldn't allow talk about that sort of thing, you know, if I was your teacher.
What would you do then? Just keep mum and demonstrate instead?
You, hussy, you.
Oh, no, of course. Shaving cream. Come.
Headmaster, I wonder if I might have a word with you, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. Always delighted to see your parent, your young Applebud. Yard's father, aren't you?
No, sir, Hedges.
Hedges' father.
No, nobody's father, sir. Hedges, 5C form master, started last week.
Oh, my dear chap, I'm so sorry. It's these reading glasses, you know, different focal length. Oh, yes, yes, of course. Hedges, sit down.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to have a chat with you, sir. I've got a problem with my form.
Oh, seen Miss Ewell, have you?
No, not yet, sir. Now, I don't want to rush into any snap judgments. I mean, I've only had my form for 3 days, but I do believe the problem is with my form that they are simply not integrated.
Really, Hedges, you must learn to choose your words more carefully. Remember, this is a multiracial school.
Oh, no, the problem's got nothing to do with black and white, sir.
Vocabulary, Hedges.
Well, this integration, mixing in, has got very little to do with colour. Pigmentation, sir. What I'm really trying to say, sir, is 5C do not form a corporate life of the school.
There you are, my dear boy. You see, when you care to, you can be very succinct indeed. Yes. Well, now, far ahead. I'm all ears.
Well,
yes, I suppose this must be filled under pressure. Price would know. Oh, yes. You do look like Appleyard's father with these.
I wonder if we could have a big campaign, sir, to make 5C join in.
No, not make that smacks of the mailed fist.
Persuade?
Yes, better. We could talk to the class, we could talk to the teachers, running the societies involved.
I'm so glad you're with me on this one.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, you go ahead and good luck with your project. Oh, Hedges, you sprayed my letter to the governors.
I'm most terribly sorry, sir, if you could. Yes. It's all right, sir. You'd misspell promiscuity anyway. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ewell.
I should hope so. I do hope Hedges hasn't taken up your time with minor problems, Headmaster.
Oh, no. I've just been suggesting to him that he gets his class to muck in better with the rest of the school societies and so on. I do hope the staff will react to him suitably.
I've no doubt that they will.
Don't be bloody daft, man. Have you all lot in my chess club? It would be like inviting the Gestapo to a bar mitzvah. Try somebody else.
Thanks. Margaret, look, about your country rambles, I was wondering if... Wyatt, you wouldn't, you wouldn't know. Smithy!
Thus indicating points of equal temperature on the Earth's surface. Oh, what?
Look, I was wondering if you'd be interested in a new influx of members to your school parliamentary debating society.
Who?
5C?
Here you are. It won't help, but the taste will take your mind off things.
Well, what's wrong with me? Have I trodden in something?
No, a bit over-enthusiastic, but that will wear off. No, it's when people see you coming, you see, they do see a visitor behind you. A ravening pack of hellhounds called 5C.
Yeah, I thought it was the kids that's cutting themselves off. It's the staff.
Familiar with gangrene, are you?
Not intimately. Why?
It spreads, you see, if you don't amputate the infected limb.
Oh, yeah. You don't cure sickness by turning your back on it, you know, Price.
Ooh, Albert bloody Schweitzer, as I live and breathe.
Sir.
No, you listen. You and your societies. Get Wyatt to tell you what happened to an expensive microscope he brought up, and why half of 5C had new suits on the next week. Oh, we've tried, boy. We've given our time, or done our time, to be more accurate.
Surely there's some society in the school that doesn't have valuable things to smash or steal.
Oh, now you're thinking. The next question you've got to ask yourself is whether there could possibly be another suicidal eager beaver like yourself in the school.
Well, there must be somebody.
More private enterprise, Mr. Darling.
Oh, Miss Ewell. Well, there's this exhibition, you see, and I have
And the class you're supposed to be teaching?
They're not here.
How perceptive. Where are they?
3B.
Not who. Where?
In the playground. I sent them out there to look, touch, see and learn.
I shudder at the implications. Whilst you have the impudence to accept a salary for occupying yourself with your private daubings.
Oh, not private daubings. This is a statement of the paradox of modern commerce. Oblique art.
Don't be absurd. It can't be.
It is.
Now listen to me. Your persistent failure to join in school activities, like teaching children, has not gone unnoticed. I should be very surprised if you're still with us next term.
But I've got a family.
Then think of them. And at the same time, think of the children of this school, and not your silly little ego.
Philistine. Oh. I don't know that. Saeed, stop that immediately. I'll be down there in a minute, and if you've not got something to show me, there'll be trouble.
Hi, darling. I'm glad I caught you doing nothing.
Look, why has everyone got the wrong impression of me?
Now listen, darling, you're a man of integrity, aren't you?
I should jolly well say so.
I mean, you're willing to take a gamble?
Certainly.
You revel in a challenge?
Of course.
5C for the sketch club.
Yes. What?
There's 5C. It's going to mean an awful lot of extra work.
Look, old son, I'm paid to think about the kids, not my silly little ego. No, you whack 'em in, I'll be only too happy.
No, There she's bleeding good, isn't it? Class load of little kiddies all wait for Hedges to come along and learn or something. He don't turn up.
Yeah, we know. He dashes about all the time. Probably keeps flying past the door and can't stop.
Yeah.
Want any more?
No, I'll keep these. Right. Hey, what you knitting then, Moore?
What do you think she's knitting?
Oh, yeah.
Abbott, don't be so bloody crude. This is a scarf for some poor little refugee in Biafra.
Who do you know over there?
No one special. Just anyone who might like a scarf. Monsignor Sockworth says the nights are very cold out there.
Hey, 19s. Who's he when he's at home?
My priest.
Oh, God.
Oh, bloody. I can't do it. But I can see Sir, though.
Oh, Luigi, I'm a boy.
Stand. All right, sit down. Craven, come here a minute, will you?
Blimey, it's you, sir. Yeah, we'd almost give you up.
Give is an incorrect participle, Craven.
Come again?
Anyone tell Craven what a participle is? Yes?
No.
Well, come on, Ed. Don't leave us up in the air.
Give those out, will you, Craven? Right, now, when we talk of something we have done in the past, we use what is called the past perfect tense of a verb, and this is made up of two words.
Well, like fell off?
That's fell off. Will you shut up? Now, the first part of the verb is... Maureen, what are you doing?
Missionary work, sir.
Well, let us rather concern ourselves with the thick than the needy. Put it away. Now, the first part of the verb is called the auxiliary, and the second part is called the participle. For example, I have given, I have spoken. Given and spoken are the participles. Well, can anyone give me an example?
I have knitting. You can't say that.
Try again, Maureen.
Well, knitted. I have knitted.
Yes.
And knitted is the particle.
Participle, Maureen. But otherwise, very good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And another example. I have seen Sharon reading in class.
Someone talking to me?
As I am. Put that book away at once.
Oh, sir, let me finish this chapter, please.
Certainly not.
But Giles has just bitten through his pipe stem because Laura's gone back to Mark's villa.
I don't care what Laura's done, put the book away.
Well, I'd have done more than bite me pipe in half. I'd have gone up the villa after her, disguised myself as a tallyman or something. Then, when she opened the door, I'd have whipped open me case and...
Stupid boy, Abbott. You'll be punished for this. See me after school. Right. Now, you have in front of you a sheet of art paper.
True, very true.
And by tomorrow morning, I want to see an entry from each of you for the school sketch club. Those of you who haven't any paints may borrow some from Mr. Dowling. And he wants them back. Any questions?
Yeah, get him back in.
Yeah, what have we done?
This isn't a punishment. I just want to see you enter into some of the school activities.
Why?
Just look at the opportunities, Duffy. School isn't just a place for having facts drummed into you. It's also a place for new hobbies, new interests.
Yeah, come we got slung out of all the clubs, eh?
Yeah.
Because from what I gather, you didn't enter into the spirit of things. Trying to grow marijuana in the botany class.
You accusing us of nicking that microscope?
I'm not accusing you of anything.
Just as well.
What, Abbott?
Yes, sir.
Look, let's scrub round the past. Let's try and prove to the rest of the school just what 5C can really do, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's not compulsory, is it?
Oh, exactly.
Oh, well, in that case, we ain't doing it.
Subject closed.
Eh?
Well, we aren't very good drawers, sir.
Just forget it.
We sketch club, that's puffy, isn't it?
No more discussions. Write this down, would you? Wood's English Grammar, pages 8 to 15. Answer all questions. That is tonight's English homework.
Yeah, there's pronouns and that old Moody will be up all night.
I was doing my hair.
I can't do that, sir. I'll never do that.
Well, I'm afraid you're all going to have to do it. Apart, of course, from those who decide to enter the school sketch club. They are excuse homework.
Isn't it marvellous how quickly a child's mind can change, eh? Bleeding blackmailer.
Come on, Dowling. Cough up. How the hell did Hedges get round you yesterday?
He didn't have to. For your information, Price, some of us at Fenn Street are vitally interested in the kids. The way we go about it is sometimes misunderstood, sometimes criticised, but we might have a little bit of support.
Ah, of course. Doris Rotten Newell must have given you another rollicking for doing private work.
God, I wish Millie's pottery would start selling.
What really intrigues me is how the hell Hedges got those little swines of his to enter. Hypnotism? Well, it could be. Anything could happen around here.
Hey, that's a neat bit of blackmail, that of yours, Chief. My old man reckons you must be a right fly boy getting me to paint a picture.
Which one is yours, Duffy?
Yeah, this one. It's a bit modern.
It's a bit quick as well, I should think. What's it called?
Yeah, sort of a protest against the stresses brought on by modern machines, motor cars and that.
What's it called?
Traffic lights. Red, green, amber.
All right, Duffy, sit down, will you? This, Abbott, is presumably yours.
You bet your sweet life, baby.
I didn't hear that, Abbott.
Yes, sir.
Dunstable, do you want to leave the room?
No, look at my picture. Look at my picture, sir.
Oh, well, very well. Which one is your picture, Dunstable?
Do you like it, sir?
Very, very much indeed,
It's
Dunstable.
my Auntie Nora, who lives in the country, who I go to stay with sometimes.
Yes, that's really very, very good, Dunstable. Tell me, didn't you have room to paint your Aunt Nora's legs at the bottom?
No.
So I done them on the other side.
Yes, now, look, Dunstable, when you don't have enough room, when you're painting a picture, and there is no room on the well, there you are.
Thank you, sir.
That wasn't too painful, was it? And I'm sure when Mr. Dowling sees these, he'll, well, I'm sure you've given him something to think about.
Yeah.
Now, what is it, darling? It sounded urgent.
It is. It's your sketch club entries.
Well, look, I know the school shepherd's pie isn't up to much, but I didn't leave half a mind. I want you to tear 'em up.
Oh, dross and chaff, old man, dross and chaff. But one of them, out of this world. It's a kind of talent I've been waiting for 5 years to see.
Where?
Luke.
Oh, my God.
Exciting, isn't it?
It's naked.
Typical bourgeois reaction, Hedges. This picture's a revelation.
And one of my kids has done the revealing, that's the trouble. Is it honestly very good?
It's brilliant. Oh, I only hope that Miss Ewell's a bit less narrow-minded when she comes.
You idiot. You haven't sent for old Mother Ewell.
Assistant heads aren't usually sent for by junior masters, Mr. Hedges. Well, where is this masterpiece? Heavens preserve us. Who is the artist?
Well, I don't know, you see, that's the trouble, it's not signed. Half of them aren't. But whoever did it is getting 10 points for the sketch club, and this is going on my wall.
Over my dead body?
Typical bourgeois. No, I had the same reaction, Miss Ewell, but we really mustn't be puritanical about the human form, especially as far as children are concerned.
How kind of you to bring me up to date with child psychology, Mr. Hedges. Has it true artistic value, Mr. Dowling?
It's the most promising thing I've seen since I've been teaching.
And if we can find out who did it, this kid...
Child?
This pupil has probably some great future. Now, what I suggest...
This is what we should do. You will take this picture, Mr. Hedges, and you will put it in your briefcase. You will then lock your briefcase. You will say nothing of this to anyone. Discretion is essential, and find out who did it. Mr. Dowling, come with me. There are steps to be taken.
But this is a genuine talent.
Door for the lady.
Hedges? Oh, Hedges. Come on, you're on playground duty.
Doris Ewell is an unmitigated, selfish, frumpish bitch.
So what's new? Come on, tell Dada. What's she done?
I'll tell you what she's done. I go to the trouble to get my class to enter for the school sketch club.
Ah, how did you manage that?
Yes. Then one of them comes up with a great picture. Now, Dowling tells me it's the best thing he's seen for years, so obviously one thinks there's some sort of career for the child. What does old Po-Face say? Lock it in your case. There are steps to be taken. What do you think about that?
Oh, I wouldn't mind taking her home for a half-term.
Oh, Christ.
Come on, Hedges. Come on.
What?
Oh.
Well,
Come on.
Yes. Just a minute. Look at the face. Look at the face.
Hang on, I haven't got that far yet.
I say I've seen her somewhere.
So have I, sitting in my form. It's Sharon Eversley. Well, you know what this means, don't you?
What, little girls get bigger every day?
Some dirty little beast has persuaded Sharon to pose in the nude, and I'm supposed to find out who it is. Look, I don't suppose you...
No.
No, I didn't think you would, somehow.
Yeah, more. What was your...
Duffy, now look, Duffy. Yeah, right, yes. Dunstable, no. Craven!
What's the matter now? It's only smacking her little bum, wasn't I?
But you were doing rather more than that behind the coke bunker during the lunch break, weren't you?
No, it was only snogging.
Yes. Is Sharon your young lady, then?
Yeah, more or less at the moment.
And has your relationship with Sharon gone beyond snogging?
Yeah, knock it off. That's a bit personal, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Craven. No, that came out sounding all wrong.
Not yet, as a matter of fact. Not yet.
Not yet. Let me put it another way, Craven. Do you and Sharon ever go swimming together? Well, have you taken any photographs of Sharon? Craven, can I rely on your discretion?
Oh, twig it.
Yeah.
Backs of 5p, £1 a packet. His old man does them.
Does what?
Dirty photos. That's what you are.
Right, Craven. Right, all right, yes, thank you. Have it. That mean anything to you, does it?
Tart's legs, innit?
Yeah. Do you ever draw anything like that?
Draw? I don't need to draw. I go for the real thing myself. Saw this film once. All these African birds dancing. Whoa, no.
Right, yes. Okay, thank you. Dowling.
Found out who did it yet, have you?
I found out how difficult it is trying to find out.
No, give that to me.
Right. Which one of you painted this nude?
Discretion is essential.
Here's your artist, Hedges.
There's no need for makeup, Sharon, when we're going to see the headmaster.
It's all right, I saw it. I don't know, there's some real kids round here, aren't there? Just because I drew a picture of myself. Well, I mean, there's no need to be ashamed of my body, is there?
There's certainly...
Ah, yes. You first, Hedges.
Thank you, sir.
Wait there, Carol.
Sharon.
Ah, yes, now. Ah. Door, Hedges, please. Door. Yes.
Schoolkeeper, sir, as requested.
Would you rather I waited outside, sir?
Oh, that's it, isn't it, eh? Try and sneak out when things come to light.
What on earth are you talking about?
This concerns you, Hedges. I very much regret to tell you that ever since you showed a certain picture to 3C, the whole school has blossomed out in a rash of pictures and writings of a most obscene nature.
But I didn't show him the picture, Sir. Dowling did.
Typical. Passing the buck.
It's splitting hairs, Hedges. Bad. On you go, Potter.
Yes, sir. Well, now, I've brought along some of the more portable evidence, sir, of the filth that Mr. Hedges has caused.
Buckets?
Yes, buckets. Just look what's written on it.
Oh, well, I didn't know kids knew about that, sir.
And this lot of paper here, sir, is some of the most obscenest drawings that I've ever come across in my life, sir. And I was in the desert.
Hedges, Hedges.
Well, I don't see how you can blame me for that, sir.
But you put naked women into these child's minds. What do you expect them to do? Of course they're going to copy.
Surely a certain amount of this sort of stuff is normal at any school.
I'm going to take umbrage to that, sir, if I might. It is not normal, Mr. Hedges, when even the schoolkeeper's garden gnome has filth writ on his head.
I was a fairy until I saw Sharon Eversley's Bristols.
Bristols?
Exactly. They got into my private garden to do that, sir.
Bristols?
Then there's my walls, you know, my boys' toilet walls and my girls' toilet walls, all covered in graphite.
A graffiti, Potter, surely.
Yes, thank you for correcting me, sir.
I've got to ask, Potter, what on earth did they do with your squeegee?
Nothing. I just happened to be on my way to squeegee some of that graphite off my walls.
Oh, poor Potter, very distressing and very serious too, Hedges.
Yes, sir. Yes, well, I'd like you to know, Headmaster, that I didn't want to have to bring this matter up, you know.
Of course you didn't, Potter.
No, it's not in my nature, sir, to make trouble.
Of course it isn't, Potter.
Potter, you left this behind.
I shall leave the punishment to you, sir. Thank you very much, Headmaster, for your time. I'll say good day to you now, sir. Good day to you now.
Any old dime.
Little stripper.
Now then, Hedges. Well done.
Pardon?
No sulking. Punishment over. And I hope no ill feelings on either side.
No.
Yes, sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I have got something very exciting to tell you.
Oh, yes, sir.
I've had Miss Ewell in the secretary's office most of the afternoon.
Really, sir?
Yes. And what happened there was very encouraging.
I'm sure it was, yes.
Ready for me now, Headmaster. Sit down, Eversley.
So this is our little Barbara Hepworth. And what are we going to do with you? I'll tell you. Over to you here, Miss Ewell.
Thank you, Headmaster. Eversley, Mr. Darling is convinced that you display an amount of artistic talent.
Oh, well, I've done 4 years out of my last school.
Now, this can either be frittered away or utilised. That depends on you. But a career in commercial art does at least seem a possibility.
What's that?
Fabric design, scenic design.
Thank you, Mr. Hedges.
Weaving.
Indeed, Headmaster. Now, at this moment, Mr. Darling is making inquiries at an art college. And if they confirm his assessment of your talent, it might be possible to transfer you to an art school and thence to the college. Mind you, it would mean work, Eversley. Lots of work. But this could be a genuine opportunity.
Take it, Sharon.
Oh, yes, I will.
An opportunity which needs very careful consideration. Now, Mr. Cromwell has written a letter to your mother. If you'd be so kind as to sign it, Headmaster. Thank you. There you are, Eversley. Now off you go. And think. Think hard.
Thanks ever so much, Miss Ewell. Thank you.
That's marvellous. Absolutely bloody... No, that's marvellous.
Hedges, you know, when I first suggested to you that you should get your class to muck in more, I never expected such an immediate harvest.
Well, I suggested it to you if you... Well, I mean, I came to see you in
Well,
the first...
come along, Mr. Hedges. I'm sure the headmaster has other schemes to implement.
Oh, well.
Dictionary of slang. Now, let's see. There we are. Bristols. The, rhyming Bristol cities. Oh, my word, how very inventive.
I must say, Miss Ewell, I never thought you had it in you.
Had what in me?
Well, the way you just set to help Sharon. I thought you were just annoyed about the picture being a nude, and that was that.
Whereas I was doing the practical thing for the child, not indulging in a personal emotional crisis.
Which is exciting, isn't it?
Well, I must admit to a certain inner flutter. After all, a sea-stream child from Fen Street going to college, it would be a feather in our caps. Ah, Mr. Darling.
Miss Ewell, I've clanged.
You've done what?
Well, I went over to the art college, you know, as we arranged, but well, I don't know how to put this.
Try you overestimated Sharon's artistic potential and she isn't good enough for a place, is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
Clanged is right. How could you have been so wrong?
But I've got pressures too. I mean, things are pretty strained at home, you know. Millie can't get her glazing right. I'm bullied and misunderstood here. It's enough to affect anyone's judgment.
Go away, Mr. Darling. But not too far. I shall be seeing you later. Oh, really?
Well, he really let us down, didn't he?
And what about you?
Yes, me in particular.
I meant, what about you letting me down?
Oh, well, I don't really...
All these inquiries, the letter to the girl's parents. Don't you realize how foolish you'll make me look in the headmaster's eyes?
But you did that off your own bat.
Don't split hairs.
Well, I must say, Miss Yule, I don't envy you the job of having to break the news to Sharon's parents tomorrow.
Don't concern yourself about that, because I'm not going to. You are.
Albert! I hear you singing in assembly, and the words of the song are all good gifts around us, not those big gits who teach us. All right? Go on, off to your class. Oh, hello, Hedges. Bottom of the morning to you, judging by your face.
Yeah, well, you know what happened yesterday. It's going to be difficult enough trying to break the news to Sharon's parents, but it's going in and telling the kids that gets me. I don't know what I'm going to say.
I don't know what I'm going to say. Well, Privet, he's such a soft ape, isn't he?
Oh, no, I reckon you and your mother must be out of your mind turning down a chance like that.
Yeah, but as me mum said when I give her the letter, just going to college don't guarantee you a good job. But if I start down the supermarket, well, that's 11 quid on the table straight off.
Sharon, could I have a word with you, please?
Oh, poor sir.
Oh, poor sir.
Sharon, this is very disappointing.
Oh, you know them. Sort of big mouths round here, aren't they?
Yes, Mr. Dowling told me yesterday.
Oh, I didn't mean he was a big mouth.
Neither did I.
Anyway, he can't have known. He went round our house last night.
Round your house?
Yeah, when we decided.
Mr. Dowling was round your house last night.
No, me and me mum.
Sharon,
Yeah?
what on earth are we talking about?
I don't know, you lost me.
Let's start again. I've got some very disappointing news.
Let me tell you mine first. Well, Mum and me, well, we decided that I don't want to go to college after all.
What?
I thought you'd be shattered.
Yes, I am shattered.
What was your bad news then?
Your essay wasn't very good yesterday.
Is that all?
Yes, I suppose it is, really.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Well, thanks for all the trouble you took trying to get me into college and everything. Well, I'd like you to have this.
Why, Sharon, that's very sweet of you. It's a painting. It's not another one of you, is it?
No. It's you.